I begin to
Hey loves. Alright, so this is like the outside of my room. I'm just doing a quick voiceover. It's not a serious VN. No, not a VN child, a voiceover. But we're just gonna come into my room with card access. So as soon as you walk into my room, it looks like this, right? Cool. So let's just start behind the door. It's got the emergency plan, beautiful high door. And then there's this random door. I'm not sure about what it is. And then it's got like an extra little latch over there. So I think it links to the other room, but I didn't want to open it, so let's just leave that alone. Then if you turn over to your, what hand is this? My right. You have the bathroom, cute little bathroom. Obviously, it doesn't need to be anything fancy, and it's got some good lighting there as well. Let me just zoom it out. I think I'm gonna zoom it out. I'm not sure, but we just have a nice little, well, big mirror rather, and then it's got like lighting behind the mirror, I believe. So as you guys can see right there, it's honestly a very nice mirror. And then they have another mirror, like a zooming in vanity kind of mirror, and there's Nam Child. But it zooms in quite a lot. And then we all have some complimentary hanging towels as expected. And I've already had a shower, so some of my things are out. It's like a bath and a shower situation. I'm not a fan of the curtain, but all of the showers have that apa. It's never just a bath or just a shower. So yeah. And then just the typical hair dryer, extra towels. And the thing in the middle I thought was like an opening cabinet, but it's just a solid piece of decor, I believe. So yeah, and then some extra, what's this, hair conditioner, shower gel, etc. And then over here is like, and that's why guys why don't lento, but it's like where you hang your stuff. Is it a closet? I guess it's a closet, I don't know. It has a safe, ironing board, some hangers, etc. And yeah, so once you leave the sanitation area, you enter into the room, right? So in the room we have 2 double beds, but first, this full length gorgeous mirror. I absolutely love it. I mean, I'm not a fan of the design, but it's really cute though. Nice big size TV and a nice chest. Is it an armoire or a chest of drawers? I'm not sure. Like I said, 2 double beds. I don't think they're queens. I mean, they feel like it. They might be. I'm not sure good. But I think it's just doubles. And like a little placement in the middle. Some artwork. Artwork? Yes, artwork. And an air conditioner with a thermometer, thermostat thing. Thermostat. Yeah, thermostat. Here, I think I was just complaining about like the lack of general lighting in all these hotels. It's always side lamps, and there's nobody there trying to save electricity. I'm quite sure between. But in this chest, guys, don't come lento. Cabinet, chest of whatever, I don't know. We have a microwave and a fridge. Of course, the fridge is empty. It's for us to use as we wish, add stuff in there, etc., etc. I mean, I feel like you're bound to like forget stuff if you put your stuff in that fridge also, because why ipayana? Anyway, that's that. And then the drawers are all empty. And then we have our little coffee station. That's just my papers, like describing like what I get with the room. So yeah, because my throat is so sore, my goodness. coffee station. I've already made my coffee. I can't wait. And then this is just some of the food I ordered earlier. Sana, I had the cookie that they gave us with getting into your room. I don't know why. Then I just also got some skinny pop. Listen, this Starbucks white vanilla wow, what a disappointment. I think it's like a vanilla bean frap. It's literally just milk, like vanilla flavored milk. Yeah. Then I ordered a cheeseburger. It wasn't great, but I was hungry, so I had to eat. Then there's this mirror. Now, most of you know I have trypophobia, but I don't hate it. Like this one, I don't know. It just didn't give me the creeps. Now, obviously, here I've got all my luggage. I took a shower. That's just some of my dirty clothes. I want to pack them separately in the packet that I got with my food so that I don't get that on my clean clothes. We have another random chair on the side of my bed. And then over here, we had water and this little cooler thing. Ice bucket. Yeah. So going to the so-called outside, it's like a little balcony area, but I'm confused because the balcony goes to the lobby. Like it shows the rest of the lobby. Like, and you get each. I was hoping for like an outside view. You see the outside from inside, so I'm gonna stand it. But anyway, I didn't feel like going out because I was hella tired, honestly. And I'd been sitting in the lobby already while I waited for my room to be prepared. They do have a nice pool though, so I'll give it that. But big no families, so I was just not in the mood. Probably some of the people who are gonna go on the cruise that I'll be on tomorrow. But the hotel itself is nice. As you guys can see, literally all their balconies are inside. So yeah, that's that on the room. Very nice, very cute. Didn't have a roommate until late. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys can hear me because I definitely forgot my earpods at home, and I went to the airport, thought I could buy some when I was still in South Africa, and they were literally entirely 850 or 700 for the cheapest ones, and I was not doing that because I have like 2 sets already. I just forgot them. Mama has my other one, but that's besides the point. Hold on, all right, sorry about that. I am back. I actually took longer than what I thought I would because I had to clear up space on my phone. But anyway, I'm gonna get into the Q&A right now. I don't even have a pencil, you guys. I'm literally using like an eyebrow pencil / lip liner by Colors. I think Colors is like an Edgar's thing, but this is what my writing currently looks like. I will do my best to try and read it. But anyway, let's just go ahead and get right into it. Before Niti, I'm all over the place yet again because Nina very judgy, and I don't usually dedicate videos, but I'm dedicating this video to my grandfather. My grandfather passed away. The past 6 months have been beating my ass, and I'm fighting for my life out in these goddamn streets. Okay, let's deal with this with humor. So many people are asking me about, okay, I have an interview coming up. What tips do you have? Guys, there's no way to beat an interview except for like the ways that everyone else has been telling you out on the streets. An interview, you need to know about the company, of course. You need to know about the position that you have applied for. Because if you don't, when's on? Do you understand? Because if you don't do your research, you're not going to know anything that they're going to ask you. You're not gonna know what the job is going to like entail. Have basic knowledge, and also just read on the website. Ukuthi bazokufunani. Do you understand? So they usually almost always tell you what it is that they're looking for, and it tells you the job requirements and what the job is going to entail on the website. All right. And so be confident, know about the company, know what the job is going to require of you. My mouth looks so dry. Ipi Vaseline. Yeah, that's what like the main thing I can honestly like tell you guys. They're gonna ask you about your experience with kids or working with people? How do you resolve certain issues? You need to give the textbook answer. There's no other fancier way of going about it, saying ukuthi, you just put the child in timeout. There's no timeout working on a cruise ship. There's no reprimanding guests. There's no reprimanding kids at all. They're here on holiday, not at school. So you need to know when to differentiate. Do you understand? So that's when you try, and if you're not able to try, you hand over the situation to a colleague, or you ask for assistance from a colleague. And if that fails, you take a break, or you ask or lean on the experience of those around you, or you inform a supervisor, etc. Right? Never give out information to a guest that you do not actually have 100% facts on. Yeah, but in the interview, be honest, in a good way that will still definitely get you the job. Like if they ask you, what are your weaknesses? Don't tell them that you are lazy. Don't do that, you know? Do something like, I may have not worked with the international audiences, but I'm always willing to learn. I've enjoyed my few encounters with other nationalities, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. So you mentioned something that's manageable, and that's obvious because I mean, you've never worked in America, possibly, but so you can mention that you've never worked with other nationalities, but it's something that you're willing to learn as you have world experience of other cultures within your country. Okay. I was also asked the interview process. Anyazi, I don't know. I did mine in 2018. I don't remember. After COVID, I just emailed them like, I want to come back. That's it. So, oh yeah, I genuinely don't know. I think it's through, is it Higher View or Hue View? I think Higher View, man, something along there, because it's not Skype. Skype was for a different thing I did. I think it's Higher View. But if not Higher View, maybe they're gonna give you like a different link, but they definitely do give you a link in the time that they email to you, and then you acknowledge receipt of that email. And the thing, kind of like a Zoom meeting with just you and the person, more like a Skype, really. I don't know the specifications for each department. Now, each department will definitely differ because some departments work with agencies, like sales and things like that. They work with, I feel so gray, but anyway, they work with agencies. So some of us work directly with Carnival, so we don't have the middleman in the interview process. So it differs. So I do apologize if I don't give you the exact answer that you are looking for, but you get the job, you get the interview. No, you get told you have an interview, you get the job, then they tell you all the other documents that you're going to require, which leads me to my next question that I get. What certificates and documents am I required to have? I think I've answered this several times, but and I think I was wearing the exact same outfit in a hotel room. And I had braids, very similar, but shorter. Anyway, as collab. So anyway, documents and certificates. I promise you guys, I pinky swear, Carnival tells you exactly what they're looking for. I don't have the list anymore. I just threw it away once I was done. And I believe that they have this website or like an intranet thing, a company thing. It's called Rose, ROSE. And on Rose, they tell you like the exact things that you need, and like they give you like a checklist as well, so that as you're going along the whole process, you are checking things off, and it's not difficult for you to keep track of what you have done and what you have not yet done. And you can always communicate with whoever had done the interview with you, or whoever had been previously communicating with you, because the interviewer might differ from the person who's been who you've been emailing. My throat is really sore from the flight. Very tough flights I just had. Next one, the age. Okay, people are always asking me, hi, I'm 30, blah blah blah. Hi, I'm 40. Hi, my kids. Guys, there's no specific age group. On most of the jobs on board, they do always tell you, even like when you're about to like apply, they tell you like the age specifications or age group between 20 to 28 or 21 to 65, etc. I pinky promise you, I've worked with some older people. There was another girl who was starting at the job. Was it last year or the year before? But she was like 38, 39, I believe. And she was starting on the job. So, and she was from Zimbabwe. Before you guys say, oh, it's because she's from a specific country. No, she's from Zimbabwe, okay, in Africa. So it's not that it's only the Europeans or the Americans. There's very few Americans on board. Most of them are just comedians anyway, and cruise directors. So the age, it doesn't always matter, but the starting age does matter. Most departments are 21 years and over, and the only department with leeway is Fun Squad. I believe it allows you from 18 or 19, but somewhere there, right? That's the only department that I know of that lets you be under the age of 21. But none of them let you be under 18. Obviously, that's just child labor. Now, another thing, what? Parents on board. I don't know what I was saying there. Oh, like you being a parent, right? Like you're worried about your kids, you want to start, but you're scared because you're a mom, you're a dad, etc. I completely get the frustration, but I also don't, because I'm not a parent. I don't have a dog, I don't have a cat, I'm just me. But I don't know if the feeling is the same as if with family. So apparently missing kids, like your own personal kids, is a little bit more different. So I do relate, but not entirely, because I don't have any kids of my own. But I mean, it helps that there's internet packages. Are they always cheap? Not all of them, you know. It also depends on how much money you're willing to save or use towards internet in a month. That's all right up to you. We get paid on a bi-weekly thing for some departments, but some don't. So departments like sales get paid once a month. At the end of the month, they get the whole salary. Most of the other departments, we get paid once every 2 weeks, so every fortnight. Or is bi-weekly meaning every 2 weeks? I don't know. I've never thought of what bi-weekly means. Anyway, I'm having a disgusting breakout, but whatever. Weight limit. They will, I think, usually tell you, but also when you're doing your medicals. So what they will do, even if like you have the job, your weight won't let them take your job away, like once they give it to you. But once you go for your medicals, your doctors will advise you that because of A, B, and C, I'm gonna for now withhold your medical certification until you lose X amount of weight. That's what the doctors can do. So depending on how long or how quickly it takes you to lose the weight, that's how long or quickly you will take to then wait for the for the job appointment. Do you understand? So, and job appointment is a whole different time as well as to when everything is done, because for me, faka pressure to me and email them like, hey, I'm ready. But also be prepared for them to say, can you come tomorrow? Do you understand? Like, that's what happened with me on my first contract and one of my previous ones as well. So if you're gonna put pressure, be waiting. Don't guys lindela. You can anticipate, I think, I don't know, but be prepared. That's the word. Be prepared for anything that they could give you or any time frame that they could give you. I'm feeling so insecure about my face, Shana. Okay, I'm just gonna focus. Now I've had people asking me to help them with the CV. Look for a video of me dressed like this, dated 1 or 2 years ago. That's where I tell you everything. It's in a hotel room. I am wearing this exact top, possibly like 2 years ago. I had shorter braids, so the braids might be like here, okay, maybe somewhere there. But ilapo, guys, I pinky promise you, I'm okay. And I remember I had just came for my next contract on Sunshine, I think. So good luck for that video. I tell you guys that your CV needs to be detailed. Don't make it 21 million pages long now. Don't, if you're gonna narrow it down to one page, make sure that all the important details are there. I don't have a one-page CV, so I can't relate. Back in those days when I was still applying, which was like 5 years ago, that was still acceptable. 5 or 6 years ago, it was still okay. Kule mihla ke sebafuna one page, so I don't know how these one-page CVs work, but I'm pretty sure if you Google, guys, they'll show you, like all the extra things, and make sure that you have reference letters on standby. Guys, whenever you are going to leave a job, make sure you get a reference letter with when you started, when you ended, your duties, how good you were. You better suck up to that employer so that they can write you a good testimonial or reference letter, with the school or job or business letterhead, signed and dated and stamped if possible by those people. Understood? Wonderful. And then just look up the other people, guys, and what they say about CVs. I'm not a CV professional. I'm not good at writing CVs. I wrote mine over the template I got from somebody else when I was still in varsity, and I put that exact template on here, so I showed you guys exactly how mine looked at the time. That's just how I had applied with it like 2 or 3 years ago. Ooh, all right. Now, I also had people asking me about they have asthma. You guys have seen me dying several times on these videos. You guys don't want to read. You guys don't want to watch beyond 5 minutes. And I have YT Studios. It tells me your watch time here is 5 minutes and 18 seconds. Some are 7, 10, 15 minutes sharp. But guys, you can't be wanting a job but you don't want to listen to the information. I was on CIS. Yes, you can have asthma. Yes, you can have comorbidities on board. However, you need to disclose this to your doctor. Now, my doctor, and I did tell you guys this on the previous video as well, did mention, yes, she has asthma, but it's mostly seasonal, which that's just how my asthma is. Like, it's mainly seasonal or like very conditional, because I can't even say walking or running. Sometimes it's like intense running, then that's how it peaks. And mine is bronchitis, not so much asthma. Now, as for what the difference is between the two, I don't know. I just know that in both, your lungs just can't breathe. As long as you're not like dependent on like a ventilator, I think you're grand. Or it's not like chronic, like to the point where you are like absolutely going to die unless you get like a weekly nebulizer. I mean, you'll be okay. Now, if you do have your own personal nebulizer, like start, like, you guys need to stop being honest. That's the problem here. You guys are so honest in your interviews. You know, you guys will tell them I was severely depressed for 6 years and it was crippling depression. No one's gonna want you. It's the reality that sucks. We all suffer from it as well. I think I had a video on here a couple of years ago where I had mentioned my own mental health struggles. But you can't be mentioning those things to an employer, guys. Like, you can't tell them that you had crippling depression where you couldn't leave your house for like 3 years. Abazotata. Do you understand? Like, be wise in how you go about these things. Like, because they're the ones, like, they just take your word for it. But have you ever been hospitalized? If you say no, it's no. Do you understand? So, I mean, they're not gonna know everything. If they ask you, have you been on any prescribed medication, don't put your antidepressants there, because they ask you in the past 10 years. I can't tell you now what medications I took last week, but major events, of course, like depression and like anxiety, you're bound to remember. There's no need for you to disclose your nkinto. Guys, yes, sometimes the honesty, you know, is on bulala. Do like SA government, man. Anyway, visa embassies. What? Visa questions and embassy questions and whatever. Like, that green book. Make sure you have a passport. Passports are usually for around about 10 years. Then you go ahead and you apply for a C1D visa. Now, if it's your first time, they're gonna go ahead and ask you to come in person with your visa, with your passport, sorry, and you'll leave your passport there with your DS 160 forms, etc., etc. Which is, by the time that they call you in, you've already like obviously like booked an appointment, and they tell you the exact time and date to come in and the documents that you should be bringing. Now, the kind of questions that you're going to be asked are usually just very generalized, because they're trying to learn and pick up on your tone as well and how honest you are gonna sound. Yes, they're gonna throw in some real questions like what's your purpose for going on the job, even though the type of visa that you have applied for is pretty much self-explanatory. You understand? So like if you apply for a C1D visa, it's pretty obvious that you're applying for a shipboard sea crew member visa. It's something like that though. Like it's on a vessel bound sea, and then, you know, like when you apply for different kinds of visas. Let me see what my other visa was. Hold on. I'm literally wearing two tops, Kesana, because yeah. Okay, so I'm trying to find one of like my old visas so I can remember like what it was. Because the current one I have is a C1D, which is a crew member on a vessel, of course, like a moving vessel. I tucked all my pages away. Now, the other visa I had is a G4, right? So a G4 type visa is a diplomatic visa. So every kind of visa that you apply for, it has a different code, has a different name. It's self-explanatory. Go to like, what is it for? They just need you to be honest, like, okay, I'm going for A, B, and C. I'm visiting for X amount of time. You know, so even if it's for a job, they're gonna ask you to bring the letter of employment, and you can't just have a typed out random blank Word document. No, they want like the authenticated one from the company in which that you're going to work for. Now, guys, there's no way to BS your way through this, because every single company has a very specific way of writing those letters. They have certain coding and whatever that you won't necessarily know, like, unless you get it from them like directly. So yeah, and yeah, I think that's like the end of this. There was a comment I saw couple of weeks ago. I have not been answering because, like I already mentioned, dear Goa, and my eyes are very red right now. Dear Goa, there's a lady who I think it's a lady saying, we're so happy that we're seeing someone Wasemonti, you know, like posting, etc., etc. We're really proud of you. I just want to say to that stranger, and because I think they commented on my Nawili Willy video in Kauai. Was it Kauai? I don't know, but it was one of the Hawaii ones. And honestly, like, I haven't even posted like the other like Hawaii ones because my mind has been in the absolute dustbin. But thank you to those people. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I've been getting very few positive comments. A lot of my comments are just like, you're all over the place, find more structure, just questions. The questions I've already answered a million times, but I'm being asked them again. But yeah, so it's a little bit discouraging. Now, I'm not saying Uguti, I'm here to cry you a river. Guys, my hairstyle looks so nice. Shout out to this girl, Kessan. If you're from East London and you need your hair done, let me know so I can tell you exactly who to contact. Anyway, me and my lip liner that I've wasted and shaved off so much just to write down these questions, I'm gonna love and leave you. And yeah, guys, I just came back from another contract because I left my previous one. I'm joining another ship because I had to go home on emergency again for my grandfather's funeral. Yeah, nothing's cute. My eyes are getting more red. Let's stop talking about this. So I tried to come back earlier, unlike what happened with my grandmother, but I see a call and fun. Otherwise, shopping in my heart to yours, nothing but love and light and the love of God. Until the next one. Namangazi ukuthi izoba nini. Sizobona sonke. Love and light, Skibo sweet. Bye.